Alright everybody, welcome back for part 2. We're going to be playing Sonic 2 today. There's our buddy right now, and who's that? That's not Sonic, that's I'll tell you who it is. It's Tails. We're going to be playing as Tails today, because Tails, he's a pretty cool guy. He's got 2 tails. It's a little bit weird, but you know, we'll work with it. And because Sonic, when you get all the emeralds in this game, can turn super, and it's pretty awesome. He's really crazy, and I'm not going to be doing that because I want to kind of show this game to you. I don't want to just run through it as some kind of crazy super beast. I'm going to go up here and get this checkpoint because it's important to us. Whoa, it's that! It's crazy. Let's jump into it. Show you what it is. It's a special stage of this game. No more of that crazy rotating nonsense. We're gonna run through this half pipe here. We're gonna get 30 rings. And look, they're just coming right towards us. So we just gotta run through this half pipe and get all these rings here. This doesn't seem so bad so far, right? Right. We're doing pretty good. We've already got way more than 30. This is great. Look at this. That's cool. That's so cool. Now we have to get 70. It's a very demanding half pipe, but we'll follow it. We'll do what it says, because this isn't so bad, right? It's not. Those are bombs right there. You gotta watch out for those bombs. You hit them and you lose 10 rings, and that's not good. You don't want to lose rings. And, I can't completely remember. I think if you're playing as Sonic and Tails, then the number of rings you have to get is slightly less. Because when Tails is following Sonic around, all he's going to do is jump into bombs. I guarantee you that. The second that guy picks up any rings, he's going to go shake hands with a bomb. And it's pretty terrible, and this special stage is really hard. And that's another reason why I'm just playing as Tails and not Sonic with Tails. So that's our first Chaos Emerald right there. We got that again. Those things are still cool, right? They are cool. Here we go, back to Emerald Hill Zone. You see, with the Sonic 2 special stages, you don't have to beat the level. You just gotta get to a checkpoint with 50 rings. And that means you could get to more than one special stage in one act of this game, instead of having to wait through half the game to get everything. So we got another 50 rings. We're gonna hit this checkpoint right here. And bam, there we go. It's the second special stage. Isn't that awesome? So this one's pink this time. It's a different color. They usually represent whatever emerald you're going to be getting in them. It's a pretty cool idea. So, you know, basic drill here. Getting more rings. There's rings just everywhere in this place. And yeah, if you don't have enough by the time you get like kind of through it, it'll start flashing and yelling at you to get more rings. So, you get more rings, it's not a problem. See, we're there. We're good. And that's pretty cool as well. Now we gotta get 100 of them. And look, they're throwing more bombs at us this time. So you gotta be careful of that. We gotta run on the ceiling, get all those rings, jump back down. And yeah, the more special stages you go through, the more bombs and traps and hazards and stuff they're gonna throw at you. So you gotta be real careful way later on, because these get pretty crazy. It may seem easy now, but this is only the second one. You gotta remember that. And there's 7 emeralds in this game, not 6 like Sonic 1 had. I'm gonna throw extra emerald colors at you. So I want to stay over here because there's a ton of bombs in the middle. It's not a good place to be. Jump over to this side. Get a few more rings, and you know, I think we're good. I think we made that. And there's the emerald, let's get it! Alright. So that's 2 emeralds already. We aren't even done with the first act yet. That's amazing. We're going to be spending an awful lot of time in Emerald Hill Zone. I hope you like this place, because you're going to be seeing a lot of it. So you're going to get more rings, of course. You lose all your rings when you come back from the special stage, which means you have to go and get more rings, and that's not a problem. We're just going to be getting more here. A whole ton of them around. We already got the rings that are up there. We don't need to hit that spring anymore. I said we don't need to hit it. We need to jump over it and then get all these. Look. Get even more rings, and we're invincible now, so we don't have to worry about losing them. That platform up there, I gotta get up to that. We're gonna jump. We're gonna get up. There we go. Okay, good. It's a little tricky to get up to because you can't really see the platform, so you kind of gotta... You could see that platform, that was just, there was no excuse for that. When you're hitting that spring, you can't really see the platform, you gotta kind of guess where it is and get on over there. So we're gonna jump right this time, and we actually hit that platform. Okay. We're gonna do it right this time. It's some platforms, it's not like it's hard. Beat all of Sonic 1, that had platforms in it. I don't know why I can't do this. And jump over him, get all these rings, and then hit this, and bam, third special stage already. This one's the golden special stage, it's pretty cool looking. Oh yeah, we're gonna run on through, get 50 rings, let's go for it. So look at these rings are just lining up to be collected. You gotta jump over those because there's more behind it. Beat around a little bit. I kind of like this one. I like how the rings work. We're set up in this. You gotta just wait for it. Those are kind of cool. But what's really cool is this right here. Look at that. Nice big line for you to collect. So yeah, that was a cool thing about the Sonic 2 special stages. There's just kind of a wide variety of ring patterns and bomb setups. And check this out. Now we're going to play jump rope with these bombs. It's just going to keep circling around. We got to jump over it. And man, we need 23 rings. That shouldn't be too big of a problem. So yeah, not going to be too big of a problem. We're just going to stick right to the middle here. All these bombs are just going to swing right on by. And look, all those rings just right there. Jump through that. And there we go. It wasn't too bad. We got to get 160 rings, but we're not too far off from that. It's going to be okay. Some more rings of bombs to jump through. More of these lines of rings. Those are pretty fun. Oh look, we're there already. We're not even done yet. There's still a whole bunch more. Just in case I get hit or something. I'm not going to get hit. These bombs are just going to go right on by. And there we go. Next emerald. That's 3 of them now. And we're still not done with Act 1. That's crazy. We'd usually be like through the first world if this was Sonic 1, but it's not. It's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Check this out. See this ring right here? I got 4 rings now. Now I have 6 of them. That's really weird. And same with this one. I got 11 rings and now 13. I don't know what's up with that, but 2 of those rings up there are worth 2 rings for some reason. So I thought I'd share that with you. It's kind of weird. But there we go. First act is over. You'll see that the sign has Tails' face on it now instead of Sonic's. So you gotta count for everyone. You can't just assume Sonic's gonna be clearing the way for everything, because it's not always gonna be him. So this is Act 2. Sonic 2. Most of the levels only have 2 acts in this game instead of Sonic 1's 3 acts. But that's okay, you know, you get more levels with Sonic 2. And I'm willing to not run through a 3rd act if that means I get more variety and more levels to go through. So look at that, the checkpoint already. Let's jump on in. And it's the 4th special stage. And this one's kinda hard, so I need the utmost attention for this. The thing about these special stages is a lot of them kind of have these patterns going on with it, so as long as you kind of remember the patterns and focus on that, you should be okay. Like, look, I got the rings already, we're doing alright, just gotta avoid these. At least you can get like a hole cut out for it, that's not bad. So there we go. I'm gonna get 110's a lot more rings, but I think we could do it. So yeah, like this here, this has a huge pattern going on for it. Just keep following the rings right here, and here we go, right here. So right, left, and then right again, and then left again, but you want to wait before jumping, because there's bombs are there, it'll screw you up. Go here, and then wait again, and then bam, more rings, and then you can jump just right back on over. I noticed through a lot of the special stages, like if it's turning like this, that the rings are usually on the outside of the turn, so it's not always the case. Sometimes they throw bombs there, so you gotta be careful, but But usually that's... Whoa, that was close. But yeah, usually that's kind of how it works. So a little tip from me to you on beating the special stages. And yeah, maybe these will help you out too, you never know. Because they were kind of tough. I don't think they were Sonic 1 hard. Oh, look at that, Emerald number 4. It's pink for some reason. We were in a silver special stage, but it doesn't matter. We still got it. It's still a Chaos Emerald. And we're gonna treat it just like the rest of them. I'm not colorist or whatever you want to call it. Just jump on over. No. And to hit that spring, well, that's okay. We're just gonna go around here. I gotta get rings for the next checkpoint. I just can't hit it with 19 rings. It's not gonna give me a special stage. Jump right back on up here and get right back to where we were. And I'm gonna do it right this time. Hit the spring, get on this platform, and look at that. There's a whole bunch of rings up here. Let's get all of these. These are good. Got 50 rings now. Okay. Now we could keep going. We're gonna go over here. Watch out for those spikes. You don't want to lose your rings now that you got all 50 of them. And here we go. Another checkpoint. Jump on in. This is the 5th special stage. It's the cantaloupe stage. It looks an awful lot like a cantaloupe. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to start getting these rings. This was a pretty cool one, too. Because it has a whole lot of things to do on the ceiling. And you can't stay on the ceiling like you can on the sides or the bottom, because gravity is going to kick in, and you know how that works. Watch out for those bombs, get a few more rings, and there we go. We should be good for the first part right here. And there we go, we get the thumbs up again. This game's awful proud of us. I'm awful proud of us. I think we're doing a great job right now. But look at this is awesome. You can just flip on through, and there we go. It's kind of hard to get the timing down at first. You gotta kind of play it a little bit. But I think that's an awesome ring pattern. Just kind of flip right on through the whole thing. And see, we're good already. We're doing great. Just get a few more rings going here. We're almost done with the 5th one already. And look, this is kind of a pattern too. It goes right center, left center, and you just keep kind of flipping through it. And it's all about the patterns. They do a pretty good job at keeping it together here. And here we go, let's do this again! Woo! Yes. Oh, we got it, there we go. Golden Chaos Emerald. And look at that, there's 5 of them already. This is awesome. We've only got a few more to do. Back at Emerald level, back with 0 rings. We gotta get the rings going. Come up here and check this out. It's an extra life. We got those again. They make TVs with Tails' face on it too. It's not just all about Sonic. Sometimes you gotta appreciate the little guy. You know, he's just starting out. This is his first game. And you gotta give him some credit. He's doing a pretty good job, I think. We're gonna go over here. Wait, no, we're gonna go over to the left here. We're gonna go to the left, and there's a spring here, and you gotta be careful with that spring. When you hit it, you don't want to hold forward, contrary to what you might think, because if you hold forward, you aren't gonna go that far. But if you just don't press anything, you're gonna sail right over. You're gonna come over here, and there we go. There's a hidden checkpoint. It's just up here waiting for you. And look at that, now we're in the reverse cantaloupe stage, I guess? I don't know, this one's kind of ugly. But we're not going to judge it, we're going to run on through and we're going to get rings like it's any other special stage. Keep swinging through, avoiding these bombs. You can see it's on the outside of the slope, just like I told you it would be. You gotta pay attention. See, there's those bombs there, it doesn't always do that. And this one is pretty cool too. You just weave back and forth. And there we go. We got like all of those. Jump through here. And we're good for part 1. Let's see what part 2 wants. It wants 140. I think we can do that. So watch out for those. And I think this goes left and right and left and right. So let's try that. Nope. No, it's okay. Here we go. We got this again. These are always fun. Alright, did okay there. We already got our ring total. on running through this. There we go. So there we go. That's good. We're going really good. Also, I don't know if a whole lot of you have played Sonic 3D Blast out there. It's an okay game. It's definitely not the best Sonic game out there, but it's not the worst either because it's not Sonic 2006. Mainly is what it is. But the Genesis version was alright, but the Sega Saturn version had these awesome special stages, and they were pretty much just like these. You were running through a half pipe, but everything was in 3D, and it had this really cool music. So if you haven't played it, I suggest you at least check it out. Like, I'm sure there's people that do videos of it, playing a video game and recording it and putting it on YouTube. That's silly. Why would anyone do that? But yeah, I suggest you check it out. Those were pretty cool too, because I know a whole lot of people out there like the Sonic 2 special stages. But look at that, six emeralds already. And you know what? There's actually one more checkpoint in this level. It's right there. You don't get it yet, because 0 rings. 0 rings aren't going to do anything. So we'll keep on going. We're going to get up here and get rings back. So we need 50 of them to hit that checkpoint. We're almost there already. Look at that. That little corkscrew path gave us a whole bunch of rings. Get down here. I know there's a ring box right here. And there we go. We're good. So we just got to get back. Alright, good. We're doing good. Get the invincibility so we don't lose our rings. You don't want to do that. We've come so far. Let's hop on over here. We're going to make a run for it. We're going to go through this last corkscrew and drop down here. And it's the last checkpoint of the level. So we're going to jump in. And this is the big one, guys. This is the last special stage. And we're not even done with Emerald Hill Zone yet. We're going to get all the emeralds, and we're not even done with the first zone. That's why they call it Emerald Hill Zone. You can get all the emeralds in here. That's not actually why they call it Emerald Hill Zone. If anyone tells you that, they're wrong. But, yeah, another one of those pattern things. It switches from left to right to left, left, right, right. So you just keep going, and you see the changes. Like this one right here changes it up, so you can see it ahead of time, and you can adjust to it. And all things considered, the first couple parts of this special stage aren't that bad. It's the third part that's really make or break. So 150, that's not too far off. I think we could do this. So it's another pattern thing. Just keep going left and right, and left and right. Not too bad so far. See, it's pretty simple, right? We're almost there already. And then it's going to pause and then mix it up, and you just keep to the left. You don't change it all, because those bombs are always going to be on the right side. And now they're going to switch, but you see that coming. It's alright. Look at that. We're way quicker than 150. So now we need 190, and this is where it gets a little... So what are all those rings doing? That's not in a pattern at all. That's hard to follow. We gotta grab some of them. You gotta be careful, because then there's a whole bunch of bombs here. You don't want to hit any of these bombs. Not when we've come so far. Get a few more rings. This is really nerve-wracking, but there we go. We got them. We just need to not get hit. There's a whole bunch of bombs here, and it's hard to see where they're coming from because of all the twists and turns, but there we go. We're through that. Get a few more rings. I think we're good, guys. 200. That's more than enough. Look at it. Look at the sky. It's so crazy. Get the last emerald. That's it. That's all of them. That's all 7. That's one more emerald than Sonic 1 had, and we got them already. Look at that. Are you excited? I'm very excited. So we want to get a ring. Just one. We're going to fight the boss. So you don't want to fight a boss on an empty stomach. Ring stomach. Tails keeps his rings. I don't know, but he's got a drill thing this time. It's really not difficult as long as you don't hit him right in the front where his big stupid drill is, and I think you'll be okay. And one more hit, like always. Jump over that tire because, you know, hey, why not? The tire doesn't actually hurt you, but it might. You never know. And there we go, just like Sonic 1, we're gonna free all our little animal buddies. And look, they even give us time to celebrate now. Tails isn't in any hurry. He doesn't have to run to the next level or anything. We're just gonna sit around. And bam, we're in Chemical Plant Zone. This level's awesome. You want to go down the bottom path because winners take the bottom path. And you want to be a winner, right? You sure do. You are a winner. Just for watching this, you guys are all winners. From this, that's from the bottom of my heart right there. I mean it. And be careful jumping up here. And this is a really cool level. This is kind of like why I like Starlight Zone from Sonic 1. You've got a whole bunch of loops, whole bunch of really quick hallways and paths, and little tubes to dive through here. Those tubes, in case for some reason you didn't know, I'm not actually sure if this is true or not. It's always seemed to work with me, but when the tubes split off into two directions, you press the direction opposite of where you want to go, and you usually seem to end up there. So, just a little tidbit, in case you didn't know that. See, we're already done with Act 1. We don't have to worry about getting any checkpoints or any rings. We're just gonna blast on through now. We got it all done early. Now we could run through these levels like they were meant to be run through. So this is Act 2 right here, also known as the "Oh God help me, that water's purple and I'm drowning in it" zone. And I know you're all scared right now. It's okay. It's a natural reaction to be scared of this level. It's a very healthy thing to do. But you know, we're not going to worry about that. And I've got a little secret for you. And I'll show it to you, but you shouldn't have to worry. We should be alright. Just going to slide down these huge paths there. We keep seeing the purple water. We actually haven't been in it yet. Which is good because it's scary. It's just like normal water. There isn't anything like crazy or special about it, but it's purple, so you gotta be careful. Because it's scary. So when you go down here, this is very important. Jump up to this part. You want to get around this. You want to keep it going. You want to not hit this. Jump over it. Spin dash over here. And look, it's a secret area. That's so cool. Let's keep following it. So jump up through that. We're going to go through a little bit of paths. Hit this ring box. Get a 1-up. And look at that. We got a whole bunch of loops, whole bunch of spins, and bam. Get more rings. Let's be invincible. And we just run on through here. There's a path, just a hole right down there. You drop in. And oh my god, look at that. I just skipped that entire part with the water. That horrible section that everybody remembers. And look at that. Look at the boss here. What a chump. Take that, boss. You don't even get a chance to do anything. You're not cool. Get out of here. But yeah, I don't know how many of you knew that shortcut, but that's a little secret there from me to you. You cherish that. It'll get you through Chemical Plant Zone safe. My guarantee. Look at that. Done with Act 2 already. That took way less time than Emerald Hill Zone did. We weren't getting emeralds. We were getting awesome points for running through that place. Now we're in Aquatic Ruin Zone. Kind of like Labyrinth Zone or outside, and less intimidating, it would be this level. So that's okay, we're still in the 3rd level here. It's not super difficult or anything, there's still a lot of levels to go. It's not like Sonic 1 where you only had, what, 6 of them? This one is, I want to say 12 or something. It's got a whole lot of levels. We're going to see a lot of places, we're going to have a lot of variety going on. And that's good, we like variety, right? We do. We don't want to go too far into the water. We don't have to deal with the water if we don't have to. And luckily there's enough paths above the water that we can get away with that. And then we're going to fall down here. And just kidding, we're good. Keep on going. Look at these things. It's the end of the level already. So yeah, you'll notice that a lot of these levels are kind of shorter than Sonic 1's levels. I felt like they were more kind of tuned to your speed, I guess. And you can just keep running through things, and you know, if you're not careful, you're going to run into obstacles, you're going to hit things, you're going to get into the wrong paths, but if you know what you're doing, you can really blaze through most of the levels in this game pretty quickly. And I like that. You get a little variety to go around and explore and get lost in levels, or you can just rush through, and you've got choices here. Sonic 2 had a lot more... Whoops. Oh, shoot. I'm going to get out of this. Sonic 2 had a lot more branching paths in its levels than Sonic 1 did. You get the return of air bubbles. Oh, whoa, look at this! What is this guy doing? Just chase... He was tricking me! That was a trick! He was running away like, come and chase me, you stupid fox, and then I did, and look where it got me. I got crushed by a stupid pillar. It's not gonna fall for that again. That was a clever trick. I'm gonna give him that one. It's not gonna happen again. You can't fool me a second time. I'm not even gonna go in the water. I don't like the water. It's a terrible place. Nobody likes water levels. You mark my words on that. Even the coolest water levels, I haven't even gotten to those yet. There's some really cool water levels out there, but they're water levels, so they're not that cool. I'm gonna go up here because if there's not water up here, who puts water at the top of a level? That's crazy. It doesn't even make sense. But look at that, we're water free. We're gonna keep going. It's a boss time. Let's jump up on here. Is it safe up here? We're gonna keep hitting Robotnik and we're gonna fall down, but that's okay. You can stand on those arrows that get launched out. Get right back on up and just keep wailing away at him with his dumb hammer. You think he'd use that hammer to try to crush me or something? No, he's just gonna keep hitting those totem poles. It's not clever thinking, Robotnik. You're not thinking this through. And the boss music is still playing. What's going on with that? It's supposed to switch back to the level music. That's weird. That's okay. We're done with the level anyway. It's not like it'll stop us from beating this level. That's not. We're gonna keep on going. We're in Casino Night Zone. This is a really cool level. It's got all these bright lights and neon and twinkling stars, and it's really awesome looking. And, yeah, this is kind of like Spring Yard Zone, where it had all the bumpers and springs and everything, but it adds on to it. It plays off of it. We've got these pinball bumpers now, and you can press jump to fling yourself off of them. And we've got a lot of things. There's elevators, there's these little neon hamburger things. There's these are cool. You go inside of them, and it's like a, I can't even remember the name of them, but it's like the little, casino slot machines. And you get inside and it spins around and it gives you different ring amounts depending on how lucky you are. Because it's not based on skill at all. You just get different people's faces going, or you get Robotnik and you lose all your rings, and that's terrible. You don't want to do that. At the end of the first act already, doing pretty good. Let's keep on going over to Act 2. You notice all the Sonic signs in the background, like they were expecting him to come or something. I don't know. He's not here. It's just me, guys. That's okay. They'll make do. I think there's Tails ones in here too. Or maybe they say Miles. Tails' real name? Tails is just a nickname. That'd be weird. What kind of parents would he have if they just named him Tails? That would be like, oh, my son has 2 legs, let's name him Legs. That's bad parenting. You don't do that. Oh no, Tails' real name is Miles per hour. It's a joke. It means miles per hour. Pretty cute like that. Let's try our luck. Let's see what we got. Make a bar. Got another bar. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got some rings for it. It's not bad. I'm not going to push my luck, though. Because I don't want to get Robotnik and lose them all. Gonna keep going. We sat here and gambled we'd be here forever, and then we hit the 10-minute time limit and we die, and we don't want to die, we want to beat this game. And that's like the only enemy in Casino Night Zone right there. There's only one of them. There's only one type anyway. I don't know how much he appears, but that's it. Now this guy, he's pretty cool. He's decked out his ship in neon. It looks pretty awesome. He's gonna drop spike balls on us. You gotta be careful of that. Being careful of that. You just get some speed, and I think that's the easiest way to beat him. You just get speed on the sides of it. You don't bother with any of the pinball bumpers or any of that. You just build up some speed, jump up and hit him, and there you go. See, we're done already. It wasn't very difficult, was it? It's usually kind of hard. It's kind of a tough boss. Well, look at that. We're just blasting through this game now. Casino Night is over. It's the 4th zone right there. And if this was Sonic 1, we'd be almost done by now. We'd only have 2 more zones, but we don't. We have a lot more zones. This game is huge. It's a very good sequel. Now we're in Hilltop Zone, or Blue Emerald Hill. You'll notice it's pretty much the same thing. There's more lava. Emerald Hill Zone didn't have lava. That's okay. We got these things back from Starlight Zone. Work pretty much the same way. And this is a pretty cool level. I mean, it was kind of weird that they recycled most of Emerald Hill Zone and just threw in some trees and lava. But it works. It's still a good level. It feels different than Emerald Hill, and that's what's really important there. Is even though you got a level that looks similar, it still plays differently. And Hilltop, aside from having lava, its main gimmick is that there's a lot of earthquakes and stuff. You go underground like this, and then, you know, sometimes earthquakes happen, sometimes they don't. But that's Hilltop's big deal. If it had some sort of theme or niche to it, then that's it. But don't think we have to worry about any of it. Yeah, we're just gonna take this down. It's a fun little trolley ride. I'm gonna go over here. And look, there's a hidden invincibility. We're gonna grab that. It's gonna be important to us. Get that one up. And look, there's an earthquake. We gotta be careful. We have to run through here. We don't want to get crushed by an earthquake. Check this out. Indiana Jones type of shit. Look at that. Roll on through that lava. Get through the door before it closes. You can never have enough rings. I told you that before. And there we go. Signpost is way over to the right for some reason. It's not in the middle like any other level. It's gotta be different. But that's okay. It still works. And that's what's important. And move on to Act 2. Oh, look at that. We're like halfway done with this place already. It's not taking very long. Another thing you could watch out for, I learned this kind of recently and I thought it was pretty cool, but in Emerald Hill Zone, when you're playing that, if you look in the background of the level, you can see this island in the far off distance, and the island has mountains in it, which look like the mountains in the background of this level, so if you're paying attention, you can see Hilltop Zone from Emerald Hill Zone, and I thought that was kind of cool. Worry about checkpoints or rings now, so we took care of that. And look, there's another earthquake. That lava's rising pretty quick. We gotta be careful. It's not like Marble Zone where it just takes 30 years to chase after you. It's actually pretty threatening this time. We're gonna get on through, and we're good. It's gonna conveniently stop right there. And check this out. Tail surprisingly doesn't throw up everywhere. I don't know how he does that. The guy's got an iron stomach, I swear. We're gonna take this. We're not gonna take this. We're gonna jump all the way down. There's an extra life down there. It's a secret and a shortcut. Isn't that impressive? It's two things in one. That's fantastic. Let's keep on going. I think we're almost done with this level already. Let's hit a couple springs here. Get the checkpoint. I think it's a checkpoint right before the boss. And we're at the boss now. He's gonna come out of the lava. Look at that. And he's not gonna do anything. We're done already. Look at that. Maybe if Robotnik built a ship that could withstand more than 8 hits, then he'd be dangerous. But he can't. This metal's not strong enough or something. I don't know, the guy's really got to work on his planning. Let's face it. By the time he charges up any sort of dangerous attack, he's already exploding. Now we're in Mystic Cave Zone. It's a pretty cool level, I guess. It's not my favorite. It's alright. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about this level, surprisingly. Like, I feel like it should be a cool level, but I don't know, it just kind of gets in the way. It's got some weird music. It's got these floaty box things. I'm gonna go down here. It's got these angry rock fists and these things that come out of the wall. There we go. Look at those angry rock fists pounding on the ground and want to crush you. And I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna run right by and we're gonna be safe. Not get stuck in there. Make us dizzy. Through this. This level, somewhere in this level, and I can't remember where, I want to say it's in Act 2 actually, but there's a horrible trap in this level, and those bridges, you gotta pull down that lever to make the bridge come down. And in one of them, if you don't pull down the lever and you just rush through, you're gonna fall into this hole. And there's the very bottom of the hole, there's spikes. And, you know, like obviously if you hit the spikes, you're gonna die eventually. But if you're supersonic, you just get stuck down there. You can't jump back out of it. You gotta wait for all your rings. When you're supersonic, you start losing rings, 1 ring a second. So you gotta wait for all your rings to go away and change back to normal, and then you die. And it's a horrible trap, and it just wastes time. And I don't know why they put the spikes there. They could have just made it a bottomless pit and had that be done with. But they didn't. That's kind of weird. We'll take the upper route here and jump up over this way. Pull this lever down. I'm going to show you guys a secret. It's right down here. It's a checkpoint. Why are they hiding in the wall? It's a silly place for a checkpoint. If you don't have all the emeralds by now, I don't know, you don't have enough rings for it anyway, so why are you going in there? It's a weird place for one. You hit the platform, it's safe that way. You don't want to jump into spikes, they're sharp and painful. And more spikes, but we haven't seen a whole lot of spike balls this game. There's not a lot of them. It's not like Sonic 1's crazy spike ball fetish. There's only a couple levels of spike balls, and it's much appreciated. They're much more daring and adventurous with their traps now. These walls, they have spikes on them, but they're not balls. They're walls. They're spike walls. It rhymes, but it's not the same, so it doesn't count. Ourselves down here. This ring box. And I don't know, I came into this level saying it was kind of lame, but it's not. It's a cool level. Its caves are awesome. You didn't really have a lot like that in kind of the rest of the series, actually. I don't know. So here we are at the boss already. You want to watch out for the sharp rocks falling down. And you get hit by them, but that's okay. We'll keep hitting. I'm not sure how I didn't get hit by them there. Like, those drills should have hit me at least once, but they didn't. I'm not gonna argue, because that means I have 43 rings, and that's helpful. It's helpful for points. Look at those, you get more points that way. So, Oil Ocean Zone is our next stop, and it's a pretty cool level. You've got this refinery thing going on, you've got a whole lot of oil on the bottom, an entire ocean of it. You've got these little plates here that bounce up. Not my favorite obstacle in this game, but we'll work with it. You gotta be careful because that fire shows up. You can't jump on it when the plate shows up because you're gonna get hurt, and maybe even crushed by the plate when it comes back down. We're gonna run into my least favorite enemy in this entire game here, and there he is. I hate that guy. He hates me too, but we'll kill him. We'll keep going. I don't know what it is about those seahorse guys. I hate them so much, and they're usually placed in this area that's just, you run right through them and they shoot their little pellets at you, and it hurts. And you got those fans, and those fans are usually right around the stupid seahorses too, so if they blow you up into the air and you're defenseless and you're not out in the ball, and the seahorse just comes along and ruins your day. And so does that guy. Crazy birdo-looking octopus. That's okay, we won't let them ruin this level for us. We're just gonna keep going. Be patient and wait for this. Gonna pop this up, jump to the next one, keep jumping. And there we go. And the sun in the background I think looks really cool. You see how it kind of glistens with the heat and everything? And I thought that, you see, look at that, there's a fan in the bottom. It just blew me into the stupid seahorse. There's nothing you could do about it. I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna keep being passed around by these balls. The balls are having their way with me. It's really awkward, but it's okay. We're done with it. Let's keep going. It's kind of a long level. It's a lot longer than the other ones we've been to so far, anyway. Gonna keep going with it. And I don't know, for a level named Oil Ocean, you don't deal with the ocean itself a whole lot. Like, there's all that oil on the bottom, and there's times in the level where you get thrown down into it, But overall, you don't have to deal with it a whole lot, and that's kind of nice. When you jump into it, you're not gonna sink right away, because oil's thicker than water is, and it has a quicksand property to it. I don't know if that applies to real life. Don't go out and try it. If you find an ocean full of oil, you don't mess with it, please. It's gross. You don't want to be covered in oil. You're going to be gross and sticky and probably very flammable. I'm going to show you guys a secret here. You just jump through it. No, that wasn't the secret. I'm going to explain the secret, though. If you jump onto that and get sprung upwards, you hit those spikes and bounce down, and you're going to get stuck in the in between that machine and the spikes. No, it's not. You fall into the ball first, and then the ball drops you out of it, and then you drop into between the machine and the spikes. And for some reason, since you were dropped out of the ball, your physics get really crazy. So you're gonna hit top speed like immediately. You're gonna jump super high, and it lasts until you hit a springboard or a fan or something. It's really weird. I wish I could have shown you guys it, but you know, somebody else can. I'm sure somebody else knows how to do it. I'm sure it's online somewhere. You can look it up or even try it yourself if you're really curious. It's kind of a fun trick. And watch out, because that timing was off there, but that's okay. We're going to be invincible. We don't have to watch out anymore. I'm just going to kill the stupid seahorses. Slide down the oil. We got a whole bunch of more rings. We're gonna be more invincible. Jump back into these and have these balls pass us around some more. It's really kind of a time waster. Like, it's not even cool looking. It's just kind of boring. Bounce on these because it's funny. Look how high we fly. It's crazy. Watch out for those spikes there. Slide on down. I think we're near the end of this level now. We just gotta keep sliding down to the end. Go up here. And yep, that's it. So we run across this. And we're gonna fight the boss now. And he comes up out of the oil. It's kind of like the hilltop boss, but it doesn't give you as much time to get hit in the face by giant blades. But we won't let the lasers get us. He's gonna shoot lasers out. It's gonna miss us again. We gotta jump over it, catches the platform on fire. It's gonna give us another chance. We'll get those last two hits in, and he dies. And I always kind of wondered, he's exploding there in the ocean. I didn't like if that ship's gonna catch fire out in that ocean full of oil, and the oil's not gonna catch fire too. Like, this whole place should be going up in smoke right now, I think. I'm not sure if it actually works that way. I might be wrong. Well, next we're going to go to Metropolis Zone, and this level's huge. It's a metropolis. Of course it's going to be big. And they really wanted to drive that point home, so I don't like this level. I'm not going to even pretend for a minute that I do like this level. I don't. It's large, it's terrible, there's a lot of traps to it. And I don't know how to kill anything in this stupid level without being damaged by it first. You bounce up those, and every time you bounce up he wasn't even doing anything, he was just standing around. His mere presence alone was enough to really throw me off. But yeah, I'm gonna get hit by every mantis in this level. Every last one of them. Oh! That was my phone. Like, I should really mute my phone when I do these. But you know what? They can wait. Whatever it is isn't that important. Unless somebody watched the first video and declared that Blowjob and Jet Ski Tuesday really should be a day. And they're establishing, like, that's the mayor on the phone right now. Shut up. But yeah, that's the mayor on the phone right now. He's just like, I saw your video, and Blowjob and Jet Ski Tuesday is now official. Congratulations. I wanted to thank you personally by giving you a jet ski and sucking your dick. That's not actually what happened. I'm gonna move on from that topic now. We're gonna go back to how much I hate Metropolis Zone. But yeah, the shell crackers, those guys, no, you could jump on their heads and you just get hit by them. I don't get that at all. And then there's the Mantis, which is at the top of like every single one of those bounce house walls ever. So you bounce onto the top, and then boom, there's a Mantis there right in your face. And then there's the star guys that just explode, and they're not too bad. They're an obstacle, but they're not a threat. You just watch out for them, and then you keep going, and it's okay. I'm even gonna tease them a little. Look at that. They're all exploding. There's another. Knock us all the way down here. We'll recover. It's okay. Just gonna fall down here forever first. Gonna recover ourselves. Jump over, and then. Boom! Act 1's done. That's great, I'm glad. And then, something else I kind of noticed too, and I don't know why it pops up for this level in particular, but, I'm sure you've noticed by now that most, if not all of the badniks are based off of animals, right? And they're, you know, of course that makes sense. They were roboticized, they were animals that turned into robots, but it's not how it works. You've got the Mantis there, right? And the Mantis, I'll show you. Let's get to another one of them. You got I think there's probably one coming up soon. I don't know. I'm gonna take a shortcut. And the shortcut there. I'm gonna fall in the lava. Well, that's okay. There's more rings here. But I gotta find an enemy. I gotta show this to you. And those stars don't count. They don't turn into an animal when they blow up. They just blow up. Of course, now that I want to find an enemy, I can't find anything. You gotta watch out for the steam on the side of those. The steam hurts you. Everything hurts you in this level. You can't just get through unscathed. Okay, this guy right here, you hit him, he turns into an eagle. What's up with that? He's a crab. Why would he turn into an eagle? And you hit this guy, and he's another eagle. I don't understand that. Like, shouldn't they turn into whatever animal they're modeled after? Doesn't make sense to me. And I think the Mantis turn into chipmunks or something like that, too. They don't turn into Mantis. Let's find out. Hate this guy. Look, he's a chipmunk! It's not what a Mantis looks like. Now, watch out for those blades. There's another one up down here. It's just like Hilltop Zone. Love our extra lives. Keep on jumping. It's such a long level. It just feels like it drags on forever. And, you know, as far as factory levels go, it's pretty cool. It's tough because it's near the end of the game, so that's acceptable too, but I don't know. I just don't like this level, and it keeps dragging on. That's okay. I think we're getting close to the end of it. I hope we are. I'm already burnt out on it. I'm gonna fly through. Those are pretty cool looking, and they spin around like that. Just because it's cool looking doesn't mean it's fun or effective or anything like that. Well, look, we're at that. Well, that was the end of Act 2. Why is there a sign at the end of Act 2? I guess maybe there's no boss in Metropolis. They just felt kind of sorry for us. And no, you're wrong. There's an Act 3 for this stupid level. It's not bad enough. It's like the worst level in this game, but they're gonna drag it out forever too. They really wanted to drive that point home that a Metropolis is something really big. So yeah, now we gotta go for one more act of this horrible, stupid green bullshit. I'll try not to drag this out too much longer. I want to be done with it. Got these giant cogs here. They're not gonna crush you or anything. They're just annoying jump on. These guys are gonna hit me because there's 40 of them. They're just gonna explode everywhere. I'm really sick of this level. Just want to be done with it. Like, that part was kind of cool, I guess, but you could have done that with any level. Come on. Time this, and nope, the platform disappears. It's gonna be a jerk, just like everything else in this level is gonna be a jerk to you. And, something I haven't pointed out by now either is that these spikes are really sharp. Now, I pointed that out, obviously. Those nuts and bolts things there, the things that you could run on, they're facing the wrong way. When you run on them, they should be going down and not up. Like they just, I don't know. That's not how a bolt works in real life. But that's okay. It still works for the level. Just jump over that guy. I hate him. Oh, more of these big stupid cogs. Jump into another mantis. You can never do that enough in this level. There's just mantis everywhere else. Run into all of them. I don't even think I'm close to done with this level. This level really goes on forever. It's so annoying. Probably got at least another minute or two of it. More of those slow cogs and more of these guys that you can't jump on without getting hit. Everything in this level is a dick. Just an enormous dick. Like, those mantis, they shouldn't even be hard. But they're put in such convenient places. It's like, you think you're gonna build up some speed, and then it's just gonna be like, no, there's a mantis there. If you're gonna bounce up a wall safely, no, there's a mantis there. Of course, these take absolutely forever. They thought, hey, you know, it'd be really cool for this level, a segment where you spend an entire fucking minute running in place, so you could get a little bit higher up. That's a load of fun. I'm gonna take this bridge across, and I think that's gonna be it. And yep, that's it. Just grab these rings, because we're gonna need them, because like everything else in this level, I don't know how to beat this guy without taking a ton of damage. So let's just get our invincibility frames going, grab a couple rings, because we'll need those. Hit him a few more times. He makes these little fake Robotnik bubbles, but you just hit those and they go away, and he continues on. One ring, we gotta be careful now. We're gonna lose that ring too. It's not coming back, so we're probably screwed. That's great. We're gonna hit him. We're getting close. I think I could do this. Just be careful and there. There, now he's going to shoot a laser, but don't let him do that. Screw your lasers, we're done here. We're done with this level, it's too long, it's too stupid, I don't have any rings, I don't have any patience. Let's get this over with. It's going to be the last animal capsule we break, because none of the other levels have one. There's no more signs, no more end capsules, just chasing sky. So this level is super exciting. I guess it's a nice break in the pacing after Metropolis Zone. You go from 3 acts to a level that just has 1, and this is it really. You just kind of wait for the camera to scroll and get rings, kill enemies, and that's really it. You hit these turtles, riding turtles, and turtles come out of them. Pretty crazy stuff right there. There's too many levels of turtle. It's so meta. Oh yeah, you hit these guys. And think about that. You're up in the sky. You're up like thousands of feet above the ground. You fight these guys, and animals pop out of them. And where are the animals going? Just think about that for a minute. Think about where those animals are falling to. So you're saving them from their robotic prisons, but then what? Where are they going? It's terrible. Sonic and Tails aren't good people. Good people wouldn't let turtles fall to their death. But, whoa, what's that? That thing is huge, look at that. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll tell you what that is. It's the Wing Fortress. It's going to be the next level after this. It's going to be a doozy. We got to get onto that ship. You know, we can't certainly jump on it right now. It's not just right there or anything. We gotta wait a little while longer, get in the right position for it. Kill all these guys. Kill a few more of these guys. We're getting close to it, though. It's gonna be okay. Good bounce on all these. Got a whole bunch of points from that. That was fun, right? It was. You don't have to really worry about time or rings or anything like that in this level, because it just, you know, it scrolls by itself and there's no ending thing. You just want to be done with this. It's just keep running. Doesn't even matter. Alright. Yeah, look at that. We're done. There's not even an ending little you beat the level message or any of that. Now shooting lasers at us, that's dangerous. Sonic's later. See ya, man. You don't get to save the day this time, you get to go down and smoke. So yeah, Sonic's plane is crashing, he's probably dead now, but you know, it's no big deal, we'll keep going. Jump up here, with the shield, jump up there, through those blades. We're not scared of propeller blades, they give us a shortcut. It's like a good third of the level done right there. But it's still a long level, we still have to keep going with it. I'm gonna go over here, you want to spin dash to the right, because there's free stuff there. You gotta love free stuff, right? Right. Kill those chickens that turn into eagles and chipmunks and not chickens. That makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna go down here, and this part's super tricky. This is a very difficult part of the level. So you go flying over here, you let go of these, and that's not the hard part. The hard part's coming up. You jump down onto here, and then you gotta be really careful with the timing of these gun turrets. You're gonna go in and then pop out, and you gotta race across them, because it gives you barely enough time to get on across. They start closing again. You gotta be very careful. And this part right here, you hit this, you don't press anything, you're gonna go flying over as long as you don't press anything. You keep holding forward, and it's not gonna fly you far enough, and you're gonna drop off the edge and fall to your death, just like all those poor turtles and chickens. But we're almost done now. Just gotta rush on through. Hit this, gonna take us inside. And uh-oh, what's this? It looks like a trap. We got these spike things coming out. We gotta jump up on the spike platforms and hit this laser beam and not get hit by the laser beam. Okay, we still got some rings. That's all that matters. Give this some more hits. It takes 8 hits just like anything else that's big, dangerous, and important. But I can't take any more hits. You don't have any rings, so you gotta be very careful. Because those platforms hurt you too. They're covered in spikes. And oh crap, is it gonna... Okay. Almost got trapped there, but we're doing okay. We just beat it. Everything blows up, including those platforms. Not gonna question why, I'm just gonna thank God that it did. You jump over. There's a 1-up. Robotics keeping a TV screen with your face on it, just right back in the cockpit there, and I'm not gonna question why. That's pretty disturbing. But look, there's Sonic. He's okay. He fixed the plane. It's all better now. And we're gonna chase after Robotnik. Let's get up to his big giant ship. We're almost there. Come on, Sonic, you can do it. Push this thing. Push it real good. And there we go. Jump up onto it. We're good. See you later, Sonic. Where's Robotnik going in this anyway? How much higher up can we go? This is crazy. What is he doing? We're gonna go... What? We're in space? I don't think foxes can breathe in space. This is crazy. We're gonna die up here. Alright, we're in the death egg zone now. It's the very last level of the game. You don't get rings again. Oh hey, look at it. It's Sonic, but he's big and clunky and metal. Let's hit him 4 times before he gets a chance to do anything. And you gotta watch out for his spines because they run around like chainsaw blades. It's very dangerous. It's something that normal Sonic can't do. Gonna chase after the world's fattest man. And uh-oh, what's this? Oh my god, the world's fattest man just got fatter. But this is the last boss of the game. He's got those giant spiky hands. And you gotta be careful for him because you don't have any rings, and one wrong move and you're a goner. Get over to the very right here, and he's gonna land on you. You gotta get out of the way, and he's gonna shoot those hands, so you wanna stay to the left here. It's the safest thing to do. You're running, you could probably get a hit. And then he's gonna do this again, but this time you wanna wait for it. He's gonna land, get a few hits in, and he's gonna start walking forward again. Hit him. A couple more times, and there we go. We're done. We beat him. We're gonna spin dash out of here, and we're gonna, just take your time, Tails. The explosion can wait. It's okay. Alright. And we just ran out of a space station. I think that was the best plan of attack. And that means we're gonna fall for about 20 minutes. So, yeah. We get some time to reflect on what we've done. We got all the emeralds. That part was good. We got all 7 of them before we were even done with Emerald Hill. And then we beat all of those other levels. There's a whole lot of levels. And, you know, we beat Robotnik, we blow up the space station, and now we're falling down to Earth. And so, yeah, we're gonna die, but you know, I think we had a pretty good life. I think we did okay with what we had here. You know, it's a shame that we have to go. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's Sonic. He didn't forget about us. That would be silly. Oh, look, it's all those birds that we freed in Sky Chase Zone. So the turtles died a terrible death, but those guys are fine. It's good to know we aren't completely horrible people. But yeah, that's good. Everything worked out. I'm still alive. Those birds are still alive. We beat Robotnik, and look at that. Tails is gonna jump off the ship like an idiot. He's gonna fall to his death again, because Sonic can't catch him from that. That's stupid. Why would you jump off an airplane? But yeah, I guess that's it. You get the credits for this rolling, and I'm just gonna let that happen. We're gonna be back next time with Sonic CD, and it should be fun because I don't think a lot of you know a lot about Sonic CD, and neither do I. So it'll be a blast. I'll see you later.